So there's a lot of commercials out there that are just like plain strange, whether that be intentionally to be like memorable in some sort of way, or very, very unintentionally. I mean, these can border just from kind of like odd and off kilter, make you think about them a little bit after the ad is done, to like straight up creepy, like full on scary in some cases. So today, I guess I'm gonna look at some of them, because why not? I also, by the way, I did just realize, as I started the recording, that the last video was also about commercials, but I have no other ideas right now, so we're just gonna go with this. Also, I got most of these from like a cursed commercials page, so if any of them are ordinary or not creepy in any sort of way, don't blame me. I don't care who you blame, just don't blame me. Blame Vince and Boone. Alright, the music's off, we're getting serious now. The first ad is, I would argue, the most infamous of all of them. It's very strange and kind of, I want to say, played a non-zero role in the company that it is for becoming somewhat irrelevant and, like, almost bankrupting. I think they did bankrupt, actually. It's, of course, the Quiznos Sponge Monkeys ad. I mean, this one goes without an introduction.
We love these songs, 'cause they are good to us. The Quiznos subs, they are tasty, they are crunchy, they are warm because they toast them.
Okay, like, first of all, genuinely, like, what are we looking at here? I think is a good question, just to start off. What is a sponge monkey? It's spelled without the E, so it's just a spong monkey. And I'm not entirely sure what a spong monkey is. I don't know if they just, like, made this up as a concept, or if this is a real animal. I sincerely hope it's not. But no, this one's, like, pretty infamous. I don't think anyone, not a soul on this planet, watched that ad when it came out and was like, you know what I really want now that I didn't want before? Quiznos. I think the more so the general consensus in the collective was like, what is that? What is that horrible thing? Why is it screeching at me in some sort of song form? Not even really a song. I don't think you can call that a song. Someone is singing, but that is not a song. I'm pretty sure Quiznos ended up, like I said before, going bankrupt for a little while. I know they're back. Actually, one just opened up, like, not too far away from me. So, like, maybe Quiznos is making the big return, like, 15 years after this monstrosity of an ad release. Actually, I'm pretty sure it was more than 15 years ago. Because, 15 years ago was 2011. It's probably closer to 20 at this point. I'm not sure entirely when this ad came out. But, it shouldn't have been, I think, is a good, like, closing statement on this. It really shouldn't have been. I don't know what they were thinking. I guess, it kind of lives on in infamy now, so maybe it was a good idea. Maybe Quiznos got their name out there, but I feel like, given that they went bankrupt not too terribly long after the release of this ad, maybe not. Alright, the next one I have not seen before. At the very least, I don't remember having seen it before. I've seen the face, but I don't think I've ever actually seen the commercial. It is a Kinder ad from the early 1980s, I think. And it just features a very scary man, so let's take a look.
Kinder, Yebo shaky.
What? What the what? I don't fucking like that.
Me unscrabbly. Chocka doobie! Doubly chocka doobie! Pop swabble! Toy! Yodel yum and choco scrum with multi pop swabble dies! Oh, grubbly! Me scrubble now! Snuggle! Whee!
Kinder Surprise from Ferrero.
I mean, I really don't know what to say to that besides, Bup Swubbo. That's, taken right from the lips of the man himself. I get it. It's supposed to be a Humpty Dumpty thing. It's an egg joke. That's not Humpty Dumpty. You took skin from a man, and you put it on an oval. That's that's a bad fucking thing. I'm sorry. Like, the Quiznos one, I can at least justify it. Like, that was something interesting. I don't want to associate with that. I don't want to like the Sponge Monkeys. Those guys are fine. I don't want to associate with any sort of product that thing is shilling. That's for goddamn certain. I hate that a lot. Like, I'm genuinely dying to know who thought this was a good idea. Who took a look at this man? Like, what was the beta process for this? Was there none? Did they have, like, one take to make this thing? Like, a 20-minute, deadline? What's going on here? I hate it. The next one is one I haven't seen. I'm pretty sure it's also pretty old. It is for the NES. I believe the original NES. It's called, You Can't Beat Us. Sorry, You Cannot Beat Us. For the NES.
We are Nintendo Ultimate TV Game System. We challenge all players. You cannot beat us. Aim your zapper gun. You cannot beat us.
Bro, I'm sorry. Bro, I'm sorry. It won't happen again. You won't ever see me around these parts again. I'm sorry.
Your robot partner. You cannot beat us. Score 1 million. You cannot beat us. Discover new worlds. You cannot beat us. We are Nintendo. We challenge all players. You cannot beat us.
That was awful. Why was it so antagonistic? Like, what? You're scaring me, one. You're belittling me, too. I don't want to purchase an NES now. I'm scared. What if that fucking guy, what if Mr. Nintendo, I can only be led to assume, like, what if that guy comes to life out of my NES, like, duck season style, and I gotta waggles his finger in my face saying I can't beat him. I'm not gonna try, dude. I'm not touching the NES anymore. The next one is called Freddy Freaker. That's all I got.
It's the freak phone, and here's the party freak. Freddy Freaker, dancing new sensation, grabbing the nation, doing the freak. Call now, 1-900-490-FREAK. Join the party, the fast and easy way to hear what's scamming from New York to LA. Call now, 1-900-490-FREAK. What's happening, what's jamming, party till you drop. Dial and hear the action, what's hot and what's not. Call now, 1-900-490-FREAK. $2 a call.
What? Bro, what? Alright, okay, back up. First of all, our friend Freddy Freaker, absolutely haunting. I don't like that at all. I'm not a big fan of Mr. Freaker, if I may call him that. But that's okay. Call 1-900-490-FREAK. I know exactly what I'm expecting if I dial that number, and it's not something that should be advertised on national television, as I can only assume this advertisement is being broadcast. Third of all, what are you advertising? If not Freaker services, something along that line. What are you advertising? On a genuine level, what could this possibly be for, other than they, like, wanted to create some sort of horrible, scary monster? Alright, our next one is, the original Ronald McDonald commercial, like, the debut of Ronald McDonald. I'm a little scared of this, because, like, anything involving Ronald McDonald up until, like, the 80s is horrifying. I don't know, like, they could not figure out the formula for that guy. It's a miracle that he survived as a mascot as long as he did like, 80s, because he's terrifying.
Introducing the world's newest, silliest, and hamburger-eatingest clown, Ronald McDonald. Now, where is that clown? Oh, Ronald! Hey, Ronald!
Here I am, kid. Hey, isn't watching TV fun?
Jesus fucking Christ, put that thing away! Oh my god! That's a scary man. Does he just have... Okay, wait. Does he genuinely just have, like, a cup on his nose, as his nose?
Donald's Hamburgers. Ronald, you can't be on TV and watch it at the same time. Now, come on and meet the boys and girls.
Oh, we've already met. I know we're going to be friends, too, because I like to do everything boys and girls like to do, especially when it comes to eating those delicious McDonald's hamburgers. A magic tray here keeps me well supplied. McDonald's hamburgers, french fries, and milkshakes. Watch for me on TV. We'll have lots of fun.
Yeah, on my life, bro is on a registry somewhere. That is horrible. That's just real bad. Also, like, why did McDonald's fries look like that back in the day? That is a far cry from what McDonald's fries look like in the big 2026. I don't know if that's better or worse because I can see like about 12 pixels. One pixel per fry, I can only presume. But yeah, that's just about as haunting and terrible and terrifying as I expected him to be. I'm not sure why he has like the fuckboy cut, like the fuckboy blonde, the bleached blonde, like ramen noodle hair going on there. His entire, instead of just being the smile, the entire bottom half of his face is covered in lipstick or clown makeup. Do clowns call it lipstick? Clowns in the comments, please inform me. I don't want to be insensitive to the world of clowning. I don't want to make enemies of clowns. Quite frankly, that's probably pretty low on the list of enemies I want to make, so let me know. Now for this last one, I don't even think I'm going to give you an introduction. I don't think that's necessary. I think you just need to watch this in surprise, like you did the first time all those years ago, a decade ago, in fact. So just sit back, relax, and enjoy the next 30 seconds of your life.
Man, I might just chill tonight.
Puppy monkey baby. 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 Puppy monkey baby.
Mountain Dew Kickstart. Dew, juice, caffeine.
That's somehow even worse than I remember it being. That's really bad. That's just, they made a bad thing. I don't quite understand how Mountain Dew is still in business after that one. Really, again, I would say this and the Quiznos one are probably the most infamous. I mean, nobody's, like, Puppy Monkey Baby isn't still in, like, the cultural, zeitgeist. But, you know, we haven't forgotten. We haven't forgotten about your transgressions, Mountain Dew. I did read the comment for this one. The top comment right now says that nobody believes me when I mention this ad, and it's so funny. And it's crazy to me now that, like, I mean, with the passage of time, this was 10 years ago. This was a decade ago, that we all experienced this atrocity to man. But, like, there's genuinely, like, internet-aged people who will not remember this ad. And that, I mean, I was 10 at the time. I was on the internet, and come on now. Have you heard me talk once? Of course I was on the internet at 10 years old. But no, I mean, this is something that, like, genuinely dominated pop culture for months because of how horrifying it was. Just a really bad thing. And I genuinely, I don't know what to say. All this time later, I'm genuinely dumbfounded for words after watching that commercial for the first time since, like, 2016. Like, oh, another comment, the scariest part of this is that they even built a door in the wall for it, suggesting they get multiple visits. And yet they're still surprised every time, which I guess checks out. I'm still surprised every time I see that commercial. That was interesting. I will say, while I went into a majority of these pretty blind, I did a little pre-checking of, like, the descriptions of some of these on that site, and it is really interesting to see some of the things that people classify as, like, creepy or weird or off kilter or whatever. It feels very like SpongeBob going over the roller coaster with the small hump in it gif, if that makes any sort of sense. Like, that really scares you. You should probably reevaluate what you find scary. Anyways, that's gonna be all from me for now. If you liked the video, leave a like. If if you subscribed to the video, leave a subscribe. Let me know if you want to see like a part 2 to this, or something along the lines where I react to more weird and strange and bizarre ads or whatnot. And until next time, I'm out of here.